And it is time for the hot topic of the hour. President Trump set to campaign on Long Island, New York this afternoon. This is his second rally since another attempt was made on his life by a would-be assassin on Sunday. Vice President Harris, meanwhile, meeting with the National Association of Black Journalists, receiving a much warmer welcome than the former president did when he spoke with the group, but still finding opportunities to dodge all the questions that are most important to Americans. Watch this.
A question that has been asked of you and everybody that's on the Democratic side is whether or not voters are better off now than they were 4 years ago. Are they better off now than they were 4 years ago?
4 years ago, when we came in during the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. We came in during the worst public health epidemic in centuries. We came in after the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. And a lot of it due in large part to the mismanagement by the former president. Is the price of groceries still too high? Yes. Do we have more work to do? Yes. So my plan for the economy includes what I imagine and believe and call an opportunity economy. I know that so many people work so hard and should have the opportunity to just get their foot in the door.
Yes, Harris not answering basic questions and was thrown softball questions like this one.
Your opponent and Republicans have at times weaponized you laughing. Why is joy important to you to insert into this election?
There are some times when your adversaries will try and turn your strength into a weakness. Don't you let them.
Oh, there you go. Here we are, 50 days away from an election, and the question is, why is joy important to you, Emily?
I mean, as somebody who likes to laugh, obviously that's the most important issue that we're talking on today. It is honestly, to have a pun, laughable here to be talking about whether or not you smile too much or laugh too much when the American people can't afford to buy groceries. I think that while there were a handful of real questions asked to the vice president for, frankly, the first time ever, I don't think we got the same kind of hard-hitting answers and discussion that we tend to get with President Trump.
And that's why it's even more egregious, the fact that they're asking her about why joy is important to her campaign, Jonathan, because she hasn't given any press conferences. She's given very minimal interviews, one or this is the second interview. And we have no information about her policy. And this is the question they ask.
It's really amazing, but your point about that they haven't done any press conferences, I think we can see why, because even on softball interviews, it's an utter disaster. I don't think I've ever seen a politician at any level not be able to just answer simple questions. And the funny thing is, they prepared her so much for that debate. She has all these platitudinal things memorized. It's amazing they can't give her 3 things to say they're better off about, even if they're not even true, which they don't have a problem saying things that are not true. You think they could give her something to get out of that question, because that's an obvious question, and that's the most legitimate question in this election, particularly when you're comparing a former president to sort of a current administration or an incumbent. That's the natural comparison. 4 years ago, where were you, and compared to now? And she can't even answer that in any serious way. Yeah. And to go off on this joy and blah, 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 it's embarrassing for the American people, quite honestly.
And similar pushback on the debate moderators from ABC. Yes. Adam, ABC still seeing fallout after that debate between Trump and Harris. A new Monmouth University poll shows only 3% of debate watchers said that it made them reconsider their choice for president. It also shows Trump still has the advantage over Harris when it comes to the economy and immigration.